Welcome to another edition of Bearcats All Access. I'm your host, Marshall Kramsky. It's game day, UC fans, and it's a big one. The battle for the victory bell. It's on the line later today. Miami and Cincinnati. It's a rivalry that dates back over 125 years. After 16 consecutive wins for UC, they lost to the Miami Redhawks at Nippert Stadium last season. Vengeance, a chance at it. It's coming up today in Oxford. We spoke with head coach Scott Satterfield about what it's going to take to get the victory bell back to Clifton. Plus, I sit down with D'Artagnan Tinsley, how the star offensive lineman went from barely recruited out of high school to now an NFL draft prospect. All that and so much more on Bearcats All Access, coming up right now.
Bearcats All Access, sponsored by All Good Home Improvements.
Coach, after looking back at the Pitt game, having time to watch the tape, what were your biggest takeaways that you guys need to improve going forward?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I just have to finish. I think we played great for 2.5 quarters and let them score there at the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter, it was just a different game, really. They had several drives where they went down and got points, and we didn't do that on offense. I think, obviously, I think you got to knock the field goal down right before half. To me, that was a big turning point in the game. You knock that down, there's a 6-point swing, they go down and get 3, and that's momentum right before the half. But then you got to just finish in the fourth quarter, and offensively we got to get first downs. We did a great job throughout the whole game until the fourth quarter of occupying the clock and getting those fourth downs. We gave too many big plays in the fourth quarter ultimately, which cost us.
Miami victory bell. It's been something that's been circled. I've heard it from you. I've heard it from your staff, your players, since the loss last season. Why is this game so important to this program? Yeah, I mean, this is one of the oldest rivalries in the country. It is. I think it's 60-7 right now at this point, and so much pride, so much history goes in this game, and for us to lose that bell last year, I mean, it's been hurting us the whole year, and. For us, big time focus this summer and in fall camp about getting that bell back, and now we're here. We're in the week of Miami, and we're looking forward to going out and getting that bell back. What challenges does playing in Oxford present for you guys? Yeah, I mean, obviously, not the friendly confines of our Nippert Stadium. We're going into a different arena where potential hostile environment, and the surroundings are going to be different and all those things. And so, but really for us, it's just about focusing on us, playing for each other, putting together a great game plan and going and executing that game plan. But anytime you play on the road, some things that maybe you don't know what to expect sometimes, but it's still, go out there and play great football. On the field, what stands out about this Miami team? Yeah, they still have a lot of experience coming back. The quarterback's been playing forever. I feel like super talented, got a great arm. He makes their offense go. Their linebacker was a MAC Player of the Year last year, number 15, who's an outstanding player, makes all the calls. He's a quarterback on defense. They all play extremely hard. They're solid in special teams. They don't give you anything, I don't think, in any form of the 3 aspects. You have to earn everything. So, they're going to play their butts off, obviously, and we got a lot of respect for them, but we got to go out there and take it from them. Despite the final score last week, there were a lot of positive takeaways from the fan base, at least. A lot of people really impressed with Brendan Sorsby. Yeah. What did you think of your quarterback? Yeah, I mean, I thought he played great. The first quarter is hard to beat what he did. A couple touchdown passes again. We did that in the first game as well. Distributing the football, a lot of guys were touching it. We had, 3 new touchdown catches by 3 different players. Corey Connor ran the ball hard, which helps the passing game also. We were very efficient on third down. I mean, there's a lot of positives offensively. Obviously it starts with the quarterback. I think our O-line did a good job. They were bringing pressure a lot throughout the day. So he got rid of the football when he needed to. I think therefore the completion percentage is a little bit lower than you would like. But an accurate passer. And he's still learning our offense. He's still getting ingrained in what we're trying to do. But I think he's continuing to get better and better. Dante Corleone's impact back on the field was immediately noticed. What do you expect from him now having a game back under his belt going forward? Yeah, I think for him, getting in playing shape, I think that's a big thing. I think he got a little winded in there, because he's been working hard basically on the side throughout the whole summer in camp, but not pushing a 300-pounder, every play. He got a lot of plays in Saturday, but he had a big time effect on the game. I think he was getting some great push up front. I think the more as we go throughout these weeks, he'll get better and better shape and the game shape. And I think, but he'll certainly have a big impact the game Saturday. What do you know about Chuck Martin and your thoughts on him as a head coach for Miami?
I don't really know a lot about him. I just know, his 11th season here at Miami. He's gotten the program here in the last few years very competitive. They won the MAC last year. A lot of those guys are back this year. So, a lot of respect for what he's done for the program. Anytime you can stay at one place for over a decade, it says something, particularly this day and age. So he's done a really good job there, and, just a lot of respect for him.
With college football, there's so many different points where you can celebrate. Obviously the whole season, but this being a goal this game to get this bell back, if you get this bell back, just what would it mean to this program?
Yeah, for us to, it's particularly there on their field, to win that game, go grab that bell and bring it back home where we feel like it belongs. It sets you up as you move forward in the program. Who knows what this series is going to be like in the future? We don't know. We've seen some things that are out there. I think on the books right now, maybe at least one more time we're playing, but who knows? Maybe we're playing more. It's a great rivalry, but we want the bell here. It needs to be here, because you think about it all year long, and so we got to go get it because who knows what the rivalry is going to be like in the future.
Coach, thanks so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Coming up on Bearcats All Access, get a look inside the renovated Armory Fieldhouse as we travel with the Bearcats to see the improvements made to the practice facility. Keys to Success, sponsored by Columbia Hyundai and Genesis of Montgomery.
Cincinnati athletics continues to grow. Just recently, the Armory, which features an indoor track for practices, underwent a $1 million renovation. This place is awesome. Check out the reaction from the track and field team along with head coach Susan Seaton.
Super excited. Today is our big reveal for our new indoor facility. We're going to bring the team in here in a second to show them the new hype tunnel and our newly renovated indoor facility. Excited about this new upgraded facilities. We've been really waiting for a long time to make this happen. So all the former Bearcats, you guys know how important this is. For all the current and future Bearcats, you get to train in one of the best facilities in the Midwest. And we're so excited that we can prepare you really well for national and conference competition.
Student athletes come to Cincinnati with dreams of competing for national championships. Fred Moudani-Lickaby is already a national title contender in the shot put. He's already one of France's top athletes.
My name is Fred. I'm from France, Safield, close. It's like 30 minutes away from Paris. And I do shot put in Cincinnati track and field. When I was in middle school, I used to like to run a lot, but we have like special classes where you can be track or swim. Coach at the time saw that I was big and tall, so she put me like in sprinting and shot put. I had some knee problems after that. I stopped sprinting and focused on shot. Got my first national title, freshman year of high school. Got it back to back again for the following years. For my second national title, the people started to talk to me about coming to the U.S. It's just who I am, actually. Just push myself to see how far I can go. And I love throwing stuff, so it helps too. Performing wasn't great with a lot of injuries, my wrist and my knee. So I had to focus more about my other teammate. I had to help him a lot during practice, like fixing technical stuff and throws. And after that, I just had to be behind them and trying to do the best for them and share my experience about words and every big competition I had. So it was a lot about like sharing my experience. What drives me is to share my experience with everybody. So I want them to know how it is out there, like push them.
Bearcats All Access, sponsored by All Good Home Improvements.
D'Artagnan Tinsley, Cincinnati Bearcat.
Yes, sir.
Coming out of high school. Didn't look like that was going to be an option.
No, sir. Not at all.
What was your journey like to get here?
I think, my journey was probably more against the grain than a lot of high school kids or, current college players. I think for me, man, it started back in high school. Didn't really play a lot. We transferred to Owensboro High School, me and my older brother, from this area, from northern Kentucky. And by the time we got there, my freshman year was, kind of too late to play ball. Mm-hmm. And then sophomore year kind of ran into a little injury. Like pulled something with my hip or something like that. It's been so long ago. That happened, and then junior year, just now getting into playing high school football. Really didn't have it all there as far as like technique and stuff goes. So, had to clean that up. Ended up playing JV, maybe in a couple of varsity games, and senior year was kind of like that one lone year to really just ball out. Coming out of high school, had probably 3 to 5 little small school offers. Really wasn't heavily recruited, just based off of 1 year of film. And then over the summer, I grew from about 6'1", 280 to 6'4", 295, somewhere around there. So I was still trying to understand how to use my body completely. And the best opportunity for me at that time was really just to go to Kentucky Christian. I had 2 cousins that went there, and I knew the coach and knew the coaching staff. Ended up going there, playing there for 3 years, and coming here. So, yeah, the rest is history after that.
From the NAIA to a key pivotal player at a Big 12 school with draft hopes, like you should hear your name called.
Yes, sir.
Do you ever look back and just at your journey and realize how amazing it is?
Yes, sir, absolutely. I know I kind of hit on it earlier before fall camp, but I'm blessed for the opportunity, and I wake up every day and I think to myself how blessed I am. Looking back on it, I'm still mind blown. Even when I go out there on Saturdays, I'm like, it's everything, it's everything I wanted. And I've hit on that before. It's literally everything I wanted. I remember watching Cincinnati games as a kid when Marty Gilliard and those guys were here, and I was a fan then. And so, yeah, it's still mind-boggling, man, to even fathom that's what I'm doing.
Talked about how much you grew.
Yes, sir.
I heard a rumor from the teammates. Can I see real quick?
I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
You have massive hands.
Yes, sir.
How do you use that to your advantage, having the biggest hands on the team?
Man, to be honest, it really feels like hands to me. I tell them that all the time. Like, like how your hands feel normal to you, they feel normal to me. I mean, I guess you can say it's a tad bit more of an advantage just because, I get my hands on you, I'm kind of there. I don't really think that you're getting off of them. But, nah, man, I don't really, I've never thought about that completely, how much of an advantage it is.
Last year, it was tough. You guys lose the victory bell first time in a long time.
Yes, sir.
You've won one, you've lost one. Going out to Oxford, Miami on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Why has this game been circled on the calendar since last year?
Man, I mean, I can speak for myself, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the guys in the locker room feel the same way. It's kind of like you got that embarrassment on you. Like, it's been a very prideful game here for so long, and a lot of, fans in the community and a lot of players from here and that grew up watching Cincinnati football know all about it. So, beating those guys for as long as we did and coming out there and losing it last year, that kind of puts a hole in your heart. It kind of feels like you lost something, really. Like, not only did you lose the game, but like you kind of lost a part of you, so to speak.
Saturday night.
Yep.
You won the game. We're fast forwarding to Saturday night. What did you guys do to make that happen, especially from the offensive line, and how are you celebrating?
Those are my boys, man. I kind of feel like we low-key celebrate kind of like some old people. Like, we enjoy the win, and we enjoy being around each other, but after that, it's kind of on to the next one. It's that next game mentality, next play mentality.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
No, sir.
That was great, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Bearcats linebacker Jake Galladay has been a breakout star for the UC program this year. The transfer from Central Arkansas has quite literally plunged into the UC program. Galladay spoke with Dan Horde about his history with hoops and so much more. The two caught up in a cold plunge at Higher Ground just a few weeks ago.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Horde at Camp Higher Ground of the Bearcats here in West Harrison, Indiana. After practice, the players, like Jake Goldday, are required to get into the cold tub as part of their daily ritual. What the heck? I'm getting in there with them. We call this plunge into the program. Let's go.
Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
Hello. Whoa. Okay. I guess if you work up a sweat, this isn't as brutal as it is right now for me.
Yeah.
In any case, let's get to know each other a little bit in this cold tub. You're a transfer from Central Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
Where is that?
It's in Conway, Arkansas, just 30 minutes away from like Little Rock, Arkansas.
All right, describe it for me while I freeze.
So it's a smaller town, but it has like everything you would need, really. But it's a lot smaller than Cincinnati for sure. It's really like neighborhoods, like rural, like I don't know. It's a lot smaller, but it's got like multiple restaurants, anything you need. So it's not small. It's kind of in that in between.
Before we jumped in, you said, you've got bare feet. I'm feeling it in the feet. All right, I will survive. So you joined Cincinnati this January out of the transfer portal. I'm sure there was interest from plenty of schools. Why UC?
So really, the reason I chose UC is because the relationships I built with the coaches, like Coach V and then Coach Braswell and Coach Satterfield, they were all like really interested in me, and I've always been told go where you're wanted the most. So I know that this coach really wanted me here, and I knew that I could make a big impact at this school. So.
How does this water feel to you after a hot and steamy practice?
It's not bad for me, but it's actually pretty refreshing, actually. So
less refreshing if you've just been standing around. So you're 6'4", 235, but really fast.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what all the coaches are talking about. Tell me how fast.
So we've been like testing with our catapults, the thing that tracks us on how fast we get up to, and I've got up to 22.13 miles an hour is the fastest that I've reached so far.
22 miles an hour, that equates to like a 4.40
Yes,
at
sir.
6'4", 235. That's impressive.
Yes, sir.
For a humorous ending to this, I am now going to lift my foot so that people can see just how ridiculously cold and white my foot looks. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
Is that the most pitiful thing you've ever seen?
That's pretty white there.
It's very white and it's very cold. Jake Goldday, it's been fun to plunge into the program with you. Thanks for the time.
Yes, sir. Same here. Thanks for having me.
All right, I think we can get out. Or maybe you have to stay for a while. I don't know.
I think we're good.
Okay.
It's been close to 5 minutes, if not.
Next, Bearcats basketball is just around the corner. We get mic'd up with Wes Miller as he gets his team ready on the court.
Year 2 in the Big 12 has all the hype around it for the Cincinnati Bearcats men's basketball team. Head coach Wes Miller is entering his 4th season with the Bearcats, and his program has garnered national attention as a top team. What's it like to go to practice as a Bearcat under Coach Wes Miller? Well, Coach put on the mic so we could check it out at a practice not so long ago.
First off, the thought for this week is how we respond to success, right? Like we talk a ton and we emphasize a ton how we respond to failure, but like I want us all to think this week about when you have some success and things are going well, how do you respond to that? Do you get complacent or do you work even harder? You guys hear what I'm saying? I think we all need to look in the mirror this week and challenge ourselves. Who are we when things are going well? You ready to be back? Let's get at it. What up, Killer? What up, Killer? How you doing? Good. Like real good? Happy to be back. Hey, we'll put together a good 2 weeks. Your best 2 weeks of your summer. Set a tone like every day. Hey, man, I just like having you back. I love him back, Coach. I wish. There you go. How you doing? See, you know what I mean? Like, We'll see when you get out here. You don't have to ask when I'm out here. I'm out here. I'm good. I gotta check in. How you doing, man? Great right now. Oh, good right now? Great, not good. Great. There you go. We're practicing. You're not gonna say nothing nice about me today? I'll be the nice I've been all year. I'll be like going for the camera. I'm doing it for the camera. You guys ready to go? Y'all gonna have some savvy today with all these little drills. If you've been around, like I want you to start thinking about it, what we're talking about when we put our offense together, and then ask questions and help other guys understand why. Here we go. Come on, early high hand. Full speed. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. We're going to 12. We're going to 12. Ball, please. Read this. Don't just do it because it's a drill. Read it. Baseline drive drift. Let's go. Read it. When you're back here like this, they have so much confidence because they know you can go get it. It's a harder pass when you're standing underneath, so we got to get lost, get heels to the baseline. That was good. That's what we want every single time. All right, here we go. Come on, work on your game. Turn your hips and run. Work on your game. Good. Good, good, Josh. Work on your game. Attaboy, Day. That's what we do. That's what we do. Come on. Get up high, connect it. And then as he dribbles, you go with them. All right, that's way more aggressive. Don't be afraid when you've called left, left, left. Don't be afraid to get up here and hard hedge the thing. On the sideline, these twists, you don't have to go switch that. Switch! Because that's an emergency switch. If he moves it to you, AP's going to either come set to you. If you moved it again, he'd go for there. Doesn't matter. Be yourself. Now you're starting to play some basketball. It's fun when you play ball. You made a little move, simple move, get by, kept them on your hip. Hit a single. I like it. Keep it up. Keep playing basketball the right way. Middle, let's go. Nice job today. That's fun as a coach. On days you don't have to really do a whole lot of coaching because you guys are so good. Like it's easy. That was easy. The easiest practice I could coach because I don't have to do a whole lot because you guys are so dang good. And you just get to coach the details, and I do think that's how you become a great team.
Stack days, come on.
2 feet on 3. 1, 2, 3.
2 feet. Work.
That's all the time we have on Bearcats All Access. In just a few moments, the UC Bearcats kicking off against the Miami Redhawks in Oxford. Make sure you tune in right here on Bearcats All Access for the best coverage of the Cincinnati Bearcats every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. See you next week.